So now we get to go to. Have we seen this matchup here? I think we've seen this matchup. Not sure. Okay, this is the last set of the tournament. All right. So this is going to be HeavyBubbles versus Kaiko. So HeavyBubbles demonstrating that she's in recent days she's been playing a lot of Machamp, trying to expand her character pool a little bit, and Kaiko opting to have some fun today with the Croagunk. So we're gonna see how HeavyBubbles deals the chaos that is Kaiko's gunk here. Immediately we see the 1 debuff Shoryuken coming in from Kaiko. Kaiko spacing right outside of Machamp's range, and now this is the position that Croagunk wants to be. He just wants to be lobbing different items at Machamp, making it as difficult as possible. The budget 5x mix-up coming in from Kaiko's gunk. A little bit of copycat from Machamp there, actually, funnily enough. Ooh, the 6Y. Very, very good defense coming in from Kaiko so far. HeavyBubbles, however, finally gets started. Lunges past the Mimikyu with 6x, and now HeavyBubbles is in, but Kaiko fights his way out with the Poison Jab. And holds the CA, reading the 6x there. Good stuff coming in from Kaiko. HeavyBubbles not being able to get quite started yet. And now I want to draw your attention there to the bomb that Kaiko plants at round start every time. So far, it's been putting a big stop sign on for a lot of people. Well, everyone that's faced Kaiko today. It's been giving Kaiko the initiative in the round start because people just you have to respect the bombs somewhat. And when we do see the 8Y coming out from HeavyBubbles, a little bit of a hard read there coming in. Yeah. But now we see the thief flying above. Good to see the thief from all the players right here. HeavyBubbles gets a rolling hammer, but isn't quite able to convert. 5xx. The champ out to a burst of its own. And now we're gonna see. We're gonna have to wait here. HeavyBubbles has shown before that she is very much willing to pull the trigger on that cross chop. Doesn't quite get the conversion, but gets a grab anyways. Kaiko hasn't been able to escape this mammoth blender that is HeavyBubbles Machamp here. 1 round apiece in game 1 here. HeavyBubbles Kaiko setting up shot there with a charge back Y. Are we gonna see him plant the bomb yet? Opts to just take it doesn't manage to get set up here, and HeavyBubbles gets in, but immediately gets rejected by the butt bump. The rock closing down the avenues of the jump ups of Machamp here. And Kaiko so far has been getting quite a lot of good rolls, hasn't rolled a lot of self-destructs. However, the 8Y comes out once again from HeavyBubbles. And this is a scary position. HeavyBubbles gets a double debuff. Oh, the double buff, but unfortunately runs into Mimikyu and gets double debuff. 6x. Kaiko just burst. HeavyBubbles not very comfortable. Oh, that's gonna do so much damage. Oh, sorry, apologies. I was mistaken. I forget the properties of Gangster sometimes. Kaiko rolls the boulder. And now HeavyBubbles in 1-tap territory gets a cross chop. Is she gonna burst yet? Yes, she's definitely gonna burst. 7 seconds slots in the clock. Kaiko throws a Hail Mary out, and HeavyBubbles immediately calls it out with the burst. Incredible reaction coming in from HeavyBubbles, netting her the first victory over Gunks that we see, Kaiko's Croagunk that we've seen all day long. Very fast reaction coming in from HeavyBubbles. Player known for very good defense and very fast reaction speeds. Alright, let's see how things go for round 2. Kaiko was in control of most of the first match here, but she was unfortunately was able to just close it out with a few gentle taps to Croagunk's face. It's just the nature of Machamp. A little bit of technical issues with the game sound apparently. Alright, we still have some budget commentary here from yours truly. First phase goes to Kaiko with a speed buff there. Look at how fast that frog is. Oh, Kaiko with a knowledge check there. The bomb, it is a little bit wonky to punish that. Kaiko tossing out the rocks, trying to lock HeavyBubbles down. So far, HeavyBubbles has not been able to. That poison jab has been putting a lot of dividends for Kaiko there. She's been able to lock down. He's been able to prevent himself from getting locked down a lot. Oh man, HeavyBubbles tried to go for the submission, but Kaiko, very, very alert here, goes for a grab of his own, grabs Machamp out of the submission, and ducks underneath the CA with the Thief. Oh dear, slight technical issues there. The screen just went black for a second. That's alright. Jump X coming in from HeavyBubbles is a much better start than what we've seen so far. Tries to go for the 5x tick throw. Kaiko, having none of it, just bursts out immediately. Oh, that was unfortunate. He tried to grab, and now he's double debuffed against Gunk with the poison. With a level 3 Gunk shot, this is a bad position to be. Gets her shield broken. And Kaiko just hovering menacingly over HeavyBubbles' head. Also Mimikyu. 5XX, that's a true mid. You cannot jump that, friend. Level 2 Gunk shot. HeavyBubbles lands straight into that. We see, oh, the edge of the puddle just clips HeavyBubbles' feet there. However, she gets a 6x in. And again, Kaiko making incredible use of that red armor on Gunk, on Poison Jab, and to break up a lot of Machamp's offense here. HeavyBubbles has been having a lot of trouble trying to get started here. And so far we see that it's working out a lot. It's working out in Kaiko's defense options a lot here. We're gonna have to see if HeavyBubbles is going to start to put some pauses on her offense to try and bait out that poison jab. All right, let's heading into the third game, and I believe this should be our final game of the day. It's a round robin tournament today. It's a small size. Ooh, Kaiko trying to go in for the grab, but unfortunately misfaces it and gives HeavyBubbles the scary face. Oh, outspaces the Croagunk BA. HeavyBubbles tried to be a little more patient, but again, we do see Kaiko here with a lot of the gimmicks here. Trying to go for the Thief there. That Thief is plus when your opponent is double buff for Croagunk. Now the self-destruct, a little bit unfortunate there. Very, very difficult to punish there for HeavyBubbles. It's not pretty 2Y. We haven't seen a lot of 2Y to lock down Croagunk's jumps here. But the most important part here is that HeavyBubbles has the health lead right now. Right now she can still afford to run away, but that could change very quickly because, especially now that she gets tagged, Kaiko has burst, as the level 3 Gunk shot on deck, waits for the cross chop, and this is going to be very close to checkmate here for Kaiko. For HeavyBubbles, apology. The bomb detonate. HeavyBubbles tries to parry, go for the parry on it, but it was a little bit off on the timing. Click crit 6x, but it came a few frames too late. Unfortunate for HeavyBubbles there. Kaiko getting away with murder there, quite honestly. Plus frames. Ah, now we see the 2Y. Oh, read the jump. That was a good read from HeavyBubbles. The parry coming out from Kaiko. Plus frames, that JY is very plus. It is very difficult to challenge. And I'm not sure whether that was HeavyBubbles releasing that too early or whether that was just pure stuff on Kaiko's part. 6x once again, that move's putting a huge dividends for HeavyBubbles. Is it gonna connect? No. It doesn't. Kaiko tries to add the air there, gets crit by the body press. TA coming in from Kaiko. Oh no, Kaiko rolls a self-destruct. That's really unfortunate there. Also Rock there, getting a little bit unlucky here with the... Oh, that nearly killed. That was so terrifying, but Kaiko presses the CA and HeavyBubbles was not caught keeping, immediately punishes with the burst attack. And 1 round apiece. We're going to the last game, last round here, folks. Alright, well, we can see the round start. Mew? No. HeavyBubbles is very careful. She doesn't want to lose his first phase. That first phase is so important for the meter war. 2x coming from Kaiko. Oh, that's a punish. It's going to be a lot of damage, and HeavyBubbles calls him Mew this time? No, just continue. He wants to keep the momentum up here. Oh, a little bit of a lucky poison jab there for Kaiko. Gets the grab with the defense down. It's going to be quite a bit of damage. And the chip coming in from Kaiko. HeavyBubbles trying to find a field phase win. Unfortunately, doesn't find it, and that's very important. That field phase win right there for Kaiko might just have denied HeavyBubbles. Oh, she air grabs the self-destruct. Oh, that's huge. Kaiko feeling the pressure, opts for the burst. Grabs HeavyBubbles out of the submission. We're starting to approach 1 tech territory here. With the chip there, that's definitely gonna be it. Kaiko can just run in and walk in for the guess for the game now. HeavyBubbles finally gets the meter she wanted. The nugget spawning fortuitously for her. Gets in with the cross shot. 8 seconds left on the clock. HeavyBubbles has to be a little bit worried. Oh, she gets the anti-air with the... She beats the grab with the scary face, but Kaiko rolls the boulder at the last second. Oh, man. If I'm Kaiko, I am shaking in my boots. That was just a few small guesses away from turning into a huge soul steal there for HeavyBubbles. But unfortunately for HeavyBubbles, that was not the case. Kaiko barely clutches out the game there, and we do see the standings here for today. Kaiko, flawless record here today. A little bit lucky on the last one there, but we have Kaiko at our first place. HeavyBubbles taking the 2nd place, Brian on the 3rd place, and unfortunately Koro at 4th place thanks to some resistance shenanigans. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get HeavyBubbles versus Brian's side because apparently there was corruption in the replay. Something about Blaziken and Machamp didn't sit quite too well with the Pokken replay system, and unfortunately, we don't get the full set. So that's gonna be that'll be the standings for this week.